Hey everybody, good morning. It is Wednesday. It is May 27th. I do know what day it is. I do know where my towel's at. I am a hoopy frood. We are here with the kittens, and if you can't already have guessed, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, so I apologize in advance if I'm a little more rambling than usual or a little less rambling than usual. Or, I don't know. I also apologize if I'm exactly the same amount of rambling as usual, since I apologize for that anyway. So let's jump right into it. We are here with the gifts, and if you want to see some awesome photos of the gifts, they are on our website. Our website is kitten.academy, and I finally published all those great photos. So you should definitely go check them out if you haven't seen them. And don't forget, if you guys aren't really familiar with the way our website works, click on the photos to get the full screen version, and then you can really see the details. I hope you do. I need to talk to you for a second about YouTube. I noticed this morning that there are almost 800 people watching Bebop on our regular Kitten Academy live stream. That's a pretty good number. That's a pretty normal number. So I feel like probably nobody got too lost by the fact that the URL to the regular Kitten Academy live stream changed last night unexpectedly. So if you are one person who's been having some issues trying to find the Kitten Academy live stream, that would be why. And this is your reminder that if you ever have trouble finding the Kitten Academy live stream, you can always find it by going to our website, kitten.academy, or hopefully, if you are on some device that doesn't really load websites, like we watch the Kitten Academy live stream on our Android TV, then you can search for it by name, Kitten Academy live stream, most of the time. Of course, we've had plenty of examples this year of times when that failed, but usually searching for it by name, Kitten Academy live stream, will bring it right up. We're going to our channel, the Kitten Academy channel. If we're live, it will always show that right at the top. I do want to take just a moment to encourage people when you are lost looking for the live stream. I'd like to encourage you to look to our website, kitten.academy. It's not because we need to drive traffic to our website. We never even check how many people go there. But it is because someday, last night got me thinking, someday we someday we may need to put an announcement there that the right place to find it isn't on YouTube at all. Now, I would hate that to happen. I am not one of those people who is all down on YouTube, even though they had a little accident that affected us last night. Overall, I have to be extremely grateful to YouTube for everything they have done for us and our wonderful relationship with them. So when I say that, I'm not one of those people who is like, oh, I'm going to leave YouTube at my first opportunity or whatever. No, I don't want to ever have to do that, and I hope we never do. But if it ever did happen, that's why we have our own website. That would be the way that we would talk to everybody about that if that ever turned out to be the case. God forbid. Because YouTube is a great platform overall. Sure, they have some issues, especially lately with everything they've got going on. But really, they are, in a very real sense, YouTube is responsible for bringing all of you to the Kitten Academy, and all of you are responsible for helping get the kittens adopted, and therefore YouTube gets a little piece of that credit, I think. My whole point being, I really do, I like YouTube, I like our relationship with them, and what I just said shouldn't be taken as a sign that we are thinking about moving to another platform, or would if it were anything less than completely unavoidable. So that said, I know there's going to be some people that are somewhat technical and want to know what happened last night. It's a simple story, actually. What happened was we got what they call a community strike. And that is when you do something on YouTube that is really bad and violates their terms in a way that is, just I can't even we are so far from that. I can't even talk about the kinds of things that would cause that here. But think of things that are like maybe extremely adult or extremely divisive, if even that. So obviously it was a mistake, and I think that um, there's probably a good explanation for the fact that there was a mistake there. I think that since YouTube's staffing is down lately, they've been relying a little bit more on the automated systems to make these calls, and they got it wrong, which often happens. Um, Artificial intelligence, more like artificial stupidity, am I right? Ha. Uh, anyway, it was obviously a mistake. It was so obviously a mistake that when I contacted our people at YouTube, they immediately said, "Oh, of course, we're going to turn that right back on," and they did turn it back on. The trouble is that YouTube wasn't originally designed for live streaming, and there's still some raw edges around the whole entire live streaming thing. And the practical upshot of that is that even though they brought it back immediately, it was already too late for that URL to stay the same. It had to have changed, and we couldn't go back to streaming on the old URL, even though they brought it back. Which is really weird because if you have bookmarked the old URL, now you can go there, and what you will see is I changed the title of that video to "This is not the live stream" and tried to make it really clear, but Gabby, sorry. I tried to make it really clear if you go to that bookmark that you're in the wrong place, but you'll see the last 4 hours of that stream, which will be preserved there forever and accessible. So that's a little weird. Everything there is a little weird, but it is what it is. So, yes, Gabby, you're defending your quote unquote territory. I know. She asked for it, I'm sure. Poor little Maggie can't catch a break. Hi, kittens. Okay. All right. Anyway, that's enough about YouTube, I guess, and about the behind the scenes sort of YouTube-y things. The bottom line, of course, is that we are live and we will continue to be live as long as YouTube allows us to, which we have found no indication that they wouldn't. The people, the human beings there at YouTube know us and know that what we do is wholesome and hopefully never would have an actual violation. Certainly would never have an intentional one. And all we have to do then to solve our issues is get in touch with a human. So we did. And I really appreciate them for that. Thank you to YouTube for being so responsive to us. I do appreciate it. And really, thank you to all of you for making that possible, of course. YouTube being a big company, they're just driven by numbers, and it's because all of you have enjoyed Kitten Academy that they're willing to talk to us at all. So, lost my balance there. Okay. Anyway, all right, plenty of that. Let's talk about kittens. As you can see, the kittens are fine. All right, let's talk about YouTube now. No, I don't know, folks. I really didn't get much sleep last night dealing with that. And we dealt with it very quickly, but I was so, sort of, I won't say stressed, but just anxious about the situation that it took me a long time to get back to sleep afterwards. So it is what it is. I think I have a plan for today, though, that involves doing a bit of my usual unavoidable cleaning and etc. And then after that, making an extremely unhealthy lunch and then falling asleep in Bebop's room, probably. I think that's my plan. Logan Berry, I see you sneaking around, hoping to go out to the cat run. As long as I'm petting Gabby, of course, everything's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I do mean worried Cardinal Doomsday, but I wasn't actually worried about it at that point. It was all resolved. I was just still all, too much energy, I guess. Mhm. Debbie, I see your question. Did you make that kitty condo? I assume you mean this cat tree, which we did not make. We have some friends back in Illinois where we started that make these. They probably still make them, although I know they were talking about retiring. They no longer ship them anywhere, though, so unless you happen to live right near where the Kitten Academy was in northern Illinois and can go pick one up, you won't have much of a chance of getting one anymore. They are pretty awesome. Their website is cattreekingdom.org. It's all spelled out like one word, just cattreekingdom.org. And they are really, really, really nice people. It's an older couple now. They've been through so much, which I'm not even going to get into, but just take my word for it when I say they're wonderful folks, and I hope they are healthy. Um, but the folks at cattreekingdom.org made all of our cat trees, actually. They made this big one here, and this big one here. They made the one that's up in my office. They made 3 for our cat run, which aren't in the cat run because the one cat run here is not large enough for one. Oh, and of course, they made the one that's in the kitten room that you see all the time. They made this one especially for kittens. It's got all the platforms closer together and sort of placed around in a spiral, so it's easy for kittens to get up and down. Really cool folks. Oh no, cattreekingdom.org no longer valid. Well, I thought they might retire soon. It sounds like they probably did. I'm so sorry. They did it for a long time. In fact, my oldest cat tree from them is, well, older than any of my cats. It's probably, I want to say I got the oldest one 15, maybe even 20 years ago at a cat show. Well, that was way back when they used to when they were really, I guess they were kind of getting started 20 years ago, and they used to bring a whole bunch of their cat trees to cat shows all across the United States, and they would travel with them, and it was a big thing. And um, yeah, we bought one at a cat show 20 years ago, and we still have it. It's the one that's in my office, and it's held up pretty well. Although I did bring it back to them for a repair once. Yeah, I see. I love homemaking. Say, my friend has 2 trees from them. He would even take them back to replace the carpet, which is, yeah. I ended up, like I said, I took the one that's our oldest one back, and they didn't replace the carpet, but they did shore up one of the platforms by putting on an extra brace. And I thought that was really, really nice of them. They didn't charge a penny for it. And of course, at the same time, I bought these 2 big trees that are in this room. And there's a picture somewhere that I know the folks on our Discord have of me driving back in a rented truck with just like a forest of cat trees in the back. That was when I drove out to their house to get that done and to pick up those trees. It was really fun. And like I said, really nice folks. Anyway, let's go up and see Bebop and see how Bebop is doing. And we can peek in at Brooke real quick too. So let's do that. Also, this camera is on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. So if you want to keep trying to watch these kittens, hopefully, if they decide to stay out here in front of the camera a little bit, you can do that. But we are going to go upstairs. Right, Scuttlebutt? Yes. Okay. Smokey too. I'll catch up with you later, Scuttle Buddy. Let's head on up and see see what we can see. I'm looking around for faculty. We're walking. None of them are here. Oh, here's Maggie recovering in the Chewy room. Full of boxes. Hi, Maggie. Are you okay? I know you are okay. It was only your dignity that was hurt, wasn't it? You got a whole bunch of treats already this morning, so you're probably feeling pretty good. I know. Chased out of your cat run. Oh, okay. Well, don't worry. I'll put her up in a while, and then you can go hang out outside. Maggie already had a lot of time in her cat run this morning, too. She just came in because I was giving out treats. Okay. Gabby, now you go somewhere else. You don't have to start trouble with her in here, too. You can't have all the territories. Go on. No. Gabby's like, why are you pushing me around with your foot? So that's undignified. I'm better than that. All right, Gabby, I'm just going to put you back in this direction, okay? Sorry, everybody. These Gabby's getting a little bit more bold. Maybe I need to start putting up a fence just to keep her from following me everywhere around the house and tormenting the faculty. Of course, her interactions with the faculty, she's right behind me again. All right, fine, Gabby. Try this. Try to follow me now. You can't follow me in here. This is Brooke's room. You can't come in here. What'd you say, Brooke? Oh. Talking to me? So Brooke was also out this morning. She had her time. This is normally her relaxing time. Of course, as you know, Brooke's adopter, Sandy, is coming to pick her up on the 29th. And that adoption won't happen on the stream. That's lately how we do it, is they just come to the door and we have a big handoff with all of Brooke's endowments out there for them to pick up, and there are a lot of endowments. And yes, I'll have to remember to do a goodbye wave from Brooke in the close-up maybe tomorrow or Friday so that we have that, although I think it'll probably be her second goodbye wave, won't it? Anyway, I'm going to miss her. She has been so fun, especially lately when I come in and sit in the beanbag chair and she just climbs right up in my lap and wants to snuggle and get scritches. This morning she came down to the living room and she was wrestling with all the toys on the rug and having a good time. But then once breakfast was ready, she wanted to come up here and eat her breakfast. Now she wants to rub on the camera. Yes, little Brookie. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you guys recall, the whole reason that Brooke's in this room, as opposed to, say, the second annex, which was where we probably would have put her, is because she picked this room. She moved out of the annex. She wanted this room instead. So she gets what she wants around here. Oh, and this is one of those cat trees that they made for our cat run that's indoors right now. But they made it to be an outdoor cat tree. Yes, Brooke, I hear you. I know. You just want more treats, but there's no more treats right now. I know. I know. Okay, now I gotta go out, and you can't come with right now because there's Kittens and Gabby, and you don't want to meet any of them. And here's Gabby right here at the door, waiting for me. Gabby, I know you're looking for me, but you're just gonna stand in the hallway and cause trouble if anybody comes by. I know you are. She's talking about how I gotta do cleaning today, even though. Whoa! You definitely don't come in here, Gabby. Wow, she tried to follow me right in here. She really wants some attention this morning, Gabby does. We'll get it for her, but not yet. She just got a whole bunch. We'll give her some more. Anyway, so here we are with Bebop. I know, it took us 20 minutes to get here. My goodness. Bebop this morning is, her weight is up, and she ate enough kibble last night that when I came in the morning, I could see the bottom of her food dish. That's a first. She must have heard me make the promise to her yesterday that if she ate all of her kibble, I'd let her outside, but that wasn't, you didn't eat it all, and I said if you ate it all by noon yesterday, so you're behind schedule, kiddo. Nice try. Anyway, I think she's feeling pretty all right. Like I said, she's been eating. Now, she still doesn't eat nearly as much as I feel like she should, but her weight's up. She does keep going back to the kibble. And today we have a selection of the RC mom and baby cat dry food. I thought she might like this because the kibbles are so much smaller. That was great focus on that camera. It's a much smaller kibble. It might be easier for her to get down. Plus, I think it's higher calorie. Of course, it also has more carbs in it, so it's a bit of hit and miss, but not bad. Then this is the R, no, nope, this is the Dr. Elsie's clean protein kibble. This is the one she actually eats. And she seems like she really likes it. It's pretty much the only thing she goes for on her own. Dr. Elsie's clean protein, which is a good food. It's a high protein dry food and hard to find. Hard to find high protein dry foods, I mean. That's a good one. And then this is the RC Mom and Baby Cat wet, because I thought maybe I could get her to try it today, but so far, no. I also tried her on some fresh chicken yesterday, wasn't having it. The KMR, she had just a couple licks of, which is why I didn't bring her any yet today. She's going in the litter box. That's great timing. Great timing. All right, well, now what? Hi, everybody. It's just you and me. Oh, here, let me show you the t-shirt I'm wearing. Still, I've been wearing this t-shirt for like 2 days now. It is my lucky pregnant mom cat shirt from the Oatmeal. And as you can see, it features a mom cat giving birth to a whole bunch of kittens that are flying out. And in an extra sort of funny bit, they put the pocket on upside down so that this part is the pocket on the shirt, which is kind of funny. Anyway, it's a cute shirt. It's one of my favorites, and I wear it all the time when we have a pregnant mom cat that I think is going to deliver. Of course, like I said, now I've been wearing it for a couple days, and it still hasn't had the intended effect. When are those kittens coming, kiddo? Yeah, I know. So I do check her every day to see if it seems like she's producing any milk yet, which I think will end up being a pretty good sign of when she's ready. And so far, the answer is still no. This really does remind me of Pumice, Pummy, little Pummy. Pummy was, I think I just mentioned this story the other day, but she was a mom cat that we had in that was really big and round, and I was so sure that she was going to deliver her kittens any second that I canceled her vet trip to get her evaluation because I didn't want to stress her out at the last minute and have her deliver in the car. And then after that, after she was already as big as you could possibly imagine, and I was sure she was going to deliver her kittens, it was 2 weeks until she actually did deliver her kittens. And I feel like we're kind of getting a repeat of that here. Of course, we did go to the vet, so what we do know from that vet trip, of course, is that we had an x-ray. The x-ray has skeletons, and if you look this up on the internet, don't take my word for it, but those little kitty skeletons don't show up on the x-rays until you are, I want to say it's like a maximum of 20 days away from delivery. I usually just call it 2 weeks to sort of average it out. So we know at the very longest it's going to be 2 weeks, but I don't think she's going to go 2 weeks. I think 1 week. I think a few days. I don't know. I'm not going to predict, but I am going to say it could be another week. Could be another 2 weeks theoretically. I don't know what you were going to look like in 2 weeks though if you still haven't delivered your kittens because you're already looking very large. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but she's so taut too. Like her little belly is tight. There's just no give at all because it's so full of kittens. I hear you. Anyway, she's still enjoying her time at the window, which is open right now. But as I explained, I have to close when I leave the room. Plus, it's going to be closed most of the day today because it's going to get a little too hot and humid, and she will be super uncomfortable. But we'll be able to open it up again tonight, I think. But she likes going and looking out the window, and she likes laying on the cool wood floor. And that's it. That's all she does lately. She doesn't play too much anymore. Who can blame her? Um, I know she's going to feel much better once she's got her little kittens out, though. Yeah, I hear you talking to me. It's good to know that she is drinking and eating, and that's good. Drinking, eating, and sleeping is all we really ask for a mom cat. I do still wish she'd eat a little more, but her weight's going up every day, so we're heading the right direction. And I did send an email to our vet this morning, sort of giving her an update and asking for her thoughts on everything. So we'll end up getting some feedback there. I think we're basically on the right course here. Always got that agitated tail, like Belle. Belle always had the agitated tail too, to the point where I couldn't tell when Belle was actually agitated because her tail was sort of going all the time. Oh, sorry, did I disturb you? You go ahead and drink your water. Don't mind me. I feel like there were probably a lot of things that I wanted to talk to all of you about this morning, but with my complete lack of sleep and the fact that I usually can't keep up with that stuff the way I'd like, really compounds the situation that was already pretty bad. So let me at least recap the fact that if you're watching this, you probably already know that the regular Kitten Academy live stream is still on YouTube and will be, hopefully forever, fingers crossed. But if your bookmark doesn't work, or if you might be fooled, you might go to your bookmark and see Kittens being streamed live. Take a look at the title though. Make sure your bookmark is not pointing at the one that says this is not the live stream, because you may be going to the old video from yesterday that YouTube has, I guess, nicely preserved for us. The best bet is to take a look for the Kitten Academy live stream and search for it, or go to our website, follow the link from there. If you go to our website, of course, you can always be up to date on where the live stream is at. And if you go to our website, which is kitten.academy, you can also see some awesome photos of, right now, the gifts, but I think today I'm going to put up the pictures that I have of the faculty and Bebop to supplement those in a new blog post if I don't fall asleep first. So that's a thing worth checking out, kitten.academy, the website. Then all the news, Brooke is going to be adopted on the 29th. Very excited about that. Gabby's going for her spay on the 1st. Her kittens are going for their second vaccines on the 8th. And Bebop is delivering 7 kittens any day now. Who knows? Question mark. I think that's everything. Also, I know I was talking about fixing our network in yesterday's stream so much for thinking of me and trying to help out. I do appreciate it. But I maybe should have been a little more clear that when I brought it up yesterday, it was because I just ordered the stuff that I want to use. So a lot of those suggestions came in just a little bit too late in that sense. But I do appreciate it, and you've given me some ideas. Everybody's given me some good ideas for what to do next. So I do appreciate it. You said it, kiddo. Well, I don't see anybody chatting. I don't know if, oh, I see. I was scrolled way back. No wonder I don't see anybody talking. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen anybody talking for a few minutes. I'm like, maybe I'm just talking to myself. It was my mistake. Anyway, Now I can see folks chatting, but it's too late for that. Let me just say thank you so much for joining me this morning and trying to talk to me. And yeah, I guess that's really about it. Again, I got to go catch up on some sleep after I do my chores this morning. Um, but hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow I'll be a little bit more coherent. I was hoping Bebop would go for some of her food while we were still here. Should I do it right, meow? No, I'm not going to do it right, meow. That's fine. You guys can watch Bebop and the kittens downstairs on the regular Kitten Academy live stream, which is working. Just check your bookmarks, that's all. Thanks, everybody. Bebop, say goodbye. Okay. All right. Good job, Bebop. That'll do.